Your power goes out, remember just how inconvenient your life can be. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you'll have power when you need it. Our Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted. Get a free 10-year warranty with the purchase of any air-cooled generator. Call Generac Generators today. Generac Generators. Life is primitive without power.
Streaming from the Tampa Bay 28 Weather Center in Studio A, this is Dennis Phillips Live. Brought to you by Generac Generators. Life is primitive without power.
And I think we're live. All right. Hello, everybody. We are live. Meteorologist Allie Blake here on Dennis Phillips Live. It's been a while since I've been here. Have you guys missed me? Yes? No? Maybe? If not, it's okay. If you already turned off your TV, but you're still here, for those that are still here, thank you for joining me. Meteorologist Allie Blake in for Dennis tonight. It is Memorial Day. If you enjoyed your long weekend, that's great. For those that of course have served, we honor you today, and we thank you, of course, for giving us a day to thank you guys and all the brave men and women here in Tampa Bay and beyond who have joined us. Because, you know, DPL, we get people to join us here in Florida. We have someone from Missoula, Montana. We got South Tampa. I've seen Barcelona in the comments. Drop down here in the south of Gandy. Jameson said, didn't get much rain today. You know, we have seen a couple showers, but not all of us have seen the rain. Of course, if you see me look down, I got the Facebook comments. We're here on TikTok. We're here live on the Spot 66. It's Memorial Day, and we're almost at a wrap now. Hello from Homosassa. Thank you, Charlotte. I really like this red dress. You know, I kind of like some of the patterns. I felt like it was kind of festive. And yeah, exactly. So, of course, you know, whenever I do DPL, we start off with question of the day. So I'm going to go ahead and show my question for you guys. I'm going to double box it with me and the question so you guys can see both. And for you guys on TikTok, I'll tell you the question. So the question of the day is, what did you do for Memorial Day? And what did you do for Memorial Day weekend? So I'll tell you myself, last year for Memorial Day, I was like, I'm going to go to the beach. I want to go to Anna Maria. Haven't been yet. It's gorgeous, would like to go. So I went, and here's how it went. I left late, took me an hour to drive there, took me almost an hour to find parking. When I finally did, it was $50. I was annoyed, but I was like, whatever, we're already here. And I already felt exhausted before we even got there. But what did you guys do? Let me know below. I can read them out loud. My friend said that they worked today. Hey, Aaron, yeah, I worked too. I'm right here. But, you know, when we're all together, it's kind of like a little powwow, a little hangout. It makes it more fun. Let's see what we got out there. Dave says, does Allie respond to fans? Of course I respond to fans. Charlotte says, no, it's not for the armed forces. It's for the ones that never made it home. I apologize. I didn't mean to be rude. Of course, it definitely is for those. Bonsoir, Dominique. Ryan said he just chilled all weekend and caught up on sleep. That's sometimes the best thing to do, is to catch up on sleep. Hello, Maria. Hello. Let's see what else we got. Pouring rain here in Clearwater. Yes, we are not seeing some stuff. Beth, yes, hello. It's not Dennis, but that's okay. I hope you're okay with me being here. You know, we guest star every once in a while. We let the whole weather team go. Someone said they went to the beach with their dogs. I wonder what beach you went to. That sounds fun. Well, I went to Venice and on Sunday, and I left at 7:30 because I was so scared of traffic and parking. And we got a great spot. It sprinkled for like 2 seconds, but not enough to leave the beach. And then I found some shark teeth, which I'll show you guys a little later. It was cool. I can't tell what shark they're from, but I've been trying to look up online. You know, Venice and down to Casperson Beach are the shark tooth capital of the United States, which is really cool. And I love to find shark teeth. Leanne said she went to the pool. I also went to the pool and yesterday, and thankfully did not get burnt, only on the tip of my nose, but I put on a lot of aloe. I'm kind of the sunscreen queen. I put on probably an unhealthy amount of sunscreen, but while I might look tan sometimes, it's because I get burnt and I don't want to. Hello from Lexington, Kentucky. You know, we get some people from all over on DPL, kind of where I bring my audience from Baltimore, from Kentucky, from North Carolina, you name it. Chloe Lindsay said, I had her day off and chilled. Enjoy the rain in Ruskin, on and off today. We finally got some rain in some spots, which was really cool. Of course, I am going to now show you guys what's going on. We're going to go to our next break in just a minute. Hello, Linda and DPLers. Hello on TikTok. Maryland said that it rained all weekend. And I know the Rays just unfortunately dropped their game in the rain against the O's, but I'm going to go to our first break right here, and then when we get back from break, we are going to talk about the weather from the past couple days and what it's looking right now, because we've seen some crazy stuff out here, folks. Don't go. We'll be right back. All right, Facebook friends, TikTok friends, I know you guys are still watching me. I am going to take a sip of some water real quick, as I could be a motor mouth on this show. Someone asked if I was happy with both teams. I want both teams to win. Hello from Parkton, Maryland. Do I know Cruise Mike? Who's Cruise? Oh, is that Dennis's Cruise Mike that he met? The guy that looked like him? I don't think I knew who his Cruise Mike is, but maybe I should. Let's see what else we got here in the comments. I just some friends of mine saying they jumped on in. I love when you guys all come and say hi to me wherever you are. Hello, hello. Hi, Mary. Because I don't travel with them to I know, it's because the Rays didn't win. So, fun fact, guys, and I'll say this again after the 30 seconds we're back on break. I have every Rays game I've been to this season, I've been to 6 because the games are so cheap and it's fun to go to. Every Rays game I've been to this year, they've won at the Trop. So they didn't win because I wasn't there. I don't know if anyone knows anyone in charge at the Rays high up, but you should tell them that they should get me season tickets, or at least not have to pay for parking, because I think I've spent all my money this season on just paying for parking. I know there's some free spots in St. Pete, but I don't know them. If any of you guys know them, let me know in the comments. Let's see what we got here. Dawn said had a cookout yesterday and got a tattoo. Ooh, that's cool. And we're back now live on cable on the Spot 66. We're also on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You name it, we're here. Meteorologist Allie Blake back. I know you guys were waiting for me to come back for a while. At least I like to tell myself that. Of course, we are going to go over some of the weather, and we still are double boxed with me and the weather out there. Hello from Clearwater. Linda said she went to Crooked Thumb yesterday. Oh, did you say hi to Dennis? I'm sure he had a long line. Ryan said he's rooting for the O's this week. What? If you know me, you know I do like the O's, but I like the Rays too, so it's a little tough. Someone wants to know if I've ever done national days in my broadcast. Sometimes I've done the national forecast. But now, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about yesterday. And if you were in Tampa yesterday, I could tell you that I remember I was at the pool, and then a shower came by. I ran inside, and I checked radar. I didn't really see much other than heavy rain, and a lot of people I know didn't always get anything, but look at this picture right here. This was sent in to Greg D from Jocelyn on Facebook, and you can kind of see right here, right about there, if I could circle it, where they saw actually a tornado, and it was actually a confirmed tornado. I'll be honest, when I saw this photo, I thought it was AI, because unfortunately nowadays, people will send AI photos to meteorologists saying that they saw a tornado, and I always Google Lens it, I check it, and then it will say that it was a tornado from England or a tornado that happened many years ago. And it's so annoying when people do that. We want to give you guys the best weather information, and it's not fun to play tricks like that on us. It's not fun to anybody. But that's sometimes what we see on here. But exactly, we did see that tornado here in Tampa, and I'm going to show you guys exactly. It was confirmed today from the Weather Service. I'm going to go full so you guys could see it. It was right here in the Villages of Bayport yesterday evening around 6:58. It was an EF0 tornado, so weaker winds for a tornado, but still, it moved about a little over a quarter of the mile, width of 75 yards, and there were damage to a pool cage, a couple of some minor damage in the area, but still, this is why this time of year, radar is your friend. You want that phone up with radar. You want to watch us here on Tampa Bay 28, giving you the latest radar, social media, because we'll keep you safe in the event of a shower or a storm. Of course, we want to make sure you guys are all safe. Now, let's see what else we got. Hi from Zephyr Hills. Hi, Kathy. Can you give an idea if it's raining all week or spotty in Ocala? I think it'll probably be spotty in Ocala, spotty in many of our spots. Aaron says Florida gets a lot of water spouts too, and that's exactly this tornado that was in Tampa. Originally started out as a water spout. And that's exactly what happened. So we're going to keep on moving, guys, though. But that was cool to see the Tampa tornado. I'm happy no one was hurt. We don't want anyone to be hurt in any of these situations. But take a look at the wide view of radar. You can see where most of the showers are, still kind of around the Pinellas County area, also closer to just north of West Chase. Getting kind of in the Cheval area, moving closer to Odessa. We also have some showers in southern Hillsborough and also kind of on the Manatee Sarasota line. Hello, Snoopy. Hello back. I'm excited to see you, Snoopy, next week for our little school visit. I'm having some people come in again. I know summer is right around the corner. If any future meteorologists, anyone know any future meteorologists, I like to do some station tours sometimes. Hello, Julian. Hello, hello. Hello, Gayla from Largo. I know we should turn that heat down. Hopefully we can. Again, here, we're zooming in a little closer. You can see kind of close to Waimama against 674 is where we have some of the showers. And I'm going to move here real quick so I can show you exactly where the heaviest bands are. Right over Palm Harbor. So Dennis Phillips, he's getting some showers right now at his house, Palm Harbor. Just to the south of Tarpon Springs, 19 looking a little wet. Dunedin getting some showers also along Clearwater Beach. It just passed over Safety Harbor. I'm sure the bridges are pretty wet out there too. And that's another thing that we're looking for in the area. But look at that sunset with the showers in the background. Isn't that cool out there, guys? Here, actually, I can move the camera a bit so we can kind of see a cooler view of that. Let's see if we can get this to move anymore. Ooh, there we go. Look how nice it is. You can see the showers and the heavier downpours. I really haven't seen a whole lot of lightning with this. But we do have some reports of some lightning. I was checking to make sure there wasn't any water spouts with this as well. I'm going to double box this with me and the radar too. Again, oh no, we lost the video. Do you guys see the video? Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Greeting from Zephyrville. Hello. Again, we're back. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all sorts of places. You name it, we are here. We're going to continue to move through those showers and storms. Here's a look. Temperature is 81 degrees right now here in Tampa. So we've cooled down a bit because of the rain. And of course, here's a look too at Anna Maria. I mean, it's a gorgeous sunset out there. I know you guys can't necessarily see it. You can kind of see it right over my shoulder here, TikTok. Hello, hello. But it's a gorgeous evening on your Memorial Day. Lots of people are off. I know we're getting back to the swing of things. Some people might be going home from traveling. And it's even a little warmer down there, still at 87 out there. Some of the smaller ponds and ditches are full after that rain. Everyone says they see it okay. Okay, just making sure, because you never know. But temperatures are still well into the 80s in most spots, still at 90 Avon Park, Winter Haven, 81 Tampa, 87 Newport Richey, 78 Clearwater because the showers have moved through, 79 Crystal River. Hello, Sarasota, 87 degrees. I got an email this week that I need to give Sarasota some more love. And Snoopy, I'm going to tell you, you don't need to do anything more. I was going to send you an email. Just wait until next week and we'll be right here. Hello, Anna Maria, Facebook being a pain again, having to jump in and out. Oh, I hate when that happens. Hello, Shirley from Haines City. Greetings from Zephyr Hills. Hello, hello. Most of us are feeling still well into the 90s. The triple digit feelings that were right here were still kind of gone. I mean, we had that rain. We're cooling off a little bit. And you could see hour by hour. I mean, most of those showers, like I said, it's going to be gone. The models are overdoing it a little bit, but I think we're in the upper 70s by about 10 o'clock. Overnight, we're nice and dry, mid 70s as we get back into your early morning. So maybe you're going to work. Some of you guys, maybe the last week of school. School's out, maybe first day, official day of summer, because today was that holiday. We'll get back to about 90 by the afternoon. Upper 80s, low 90s, the afternoon showers kind of bubbling up around 2:30 or 3 o'clock. And then, of course, you can see a couple more showers by the afternoon and evening, and they kind of just sit right along 75. But this is what we're used to this time of year. That's exactly what we see, and it continues to move on through. No problems here. That's good to hear. Bud wants to know what's the latest on the Saharan dust. I'll get to that in just a moment. Bud, hold tight. If anyone else has any questions, too, feel free to ask them in the chat, either on Facebook, TikTok, you name it. I want to see it. We'll continue to move on through. Wednesday's going to be very similar the past 2 days. We're going to move on to an onshore flow, which means we'll see those showers and storms earlier in the day, and then they'll push on through, which actually means we could get a bit cooler. I'm going to skip that. I skipped it. Did I skip it quick enough? Facebook friends? Because I know then it kind of makes the helicopter noise. I tried that as soon as I can. Bel Air Beach here, it's beautiful. Cloud cover coming in. Yep, just to the north of you. I think you'll avoid those showers, but it'll be close. Let's see what was gone. Weather on tropical towards the end of the week. It's not going to happen. As much as you want it, not going to happen. You get an island, I got a port. That's funny. Here's a look. You can see rainfall totals over the next little stretch. Very little, if anything, but there could be some localized heavier downpours. You know, if you get a shower that's just right over top of you, it dumps a lot of heavy rain with nowhere to go. That's kind of what happens, and you get that every once in a while. Now, we do have, of course, our drought monitor, which still continues to keep us well into that extreme drought category. And, you know, the extreme drought can be tough. You know, we need anything to get us out, and we are going to continue to see us getting out of the drought. I know the helicopter was there for a quick second. I think I got it away. Someone wanted to know, yes, I did start in Baltimore, but now I'm here in Tampa with my people. Get to the choppa. You guys are so funny. Okay. I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm going to take a sip of some water. We're going to take a brief break. Then we're going to keep on moving through the forecast. And also, we're going to keep on moving again, and I'll answer some more questions. And we'll talk about rain. All right, break time, break time, break time, except for on social media and TikTok and Facebook. Hello, friends. Let me take a brief sip. Cheers to you guys at home. Cheers to you guys wherever you are. We're going to keep on moving. Woo. All right, let's see how much time we got left in the break. About a minute. Hello, hello. I'm going to look and see what you guys have said here. I got some good stuff. Let's see what we got here. No problems. That's good. Hello. Hello, Clearwater. Hello, Tampa, South Tampa. Let's see what we got. Any TikTok questions? Any of you guys got anything you want to say? Hello from New York. Oh, look, we're USA wide. Hello, cheers. Hello, we got people from New York, from Maryland, from North Carolina. I did not miss my mouth, Anna Maria. I actually am so bad at missing my mouth sometimes. It's kind of embarrassing. That's why normally, so when I come to work, I always wear a jacket, even if it's 100 degrees, because when I'm doing my hair and makeup, I spill things. And can't spill on my dress, can't spill on my hair. That wouldn't be good. All right, we got about 15 seconds before we're live back on air again. Thank you guys for hanging out with me during this time. Hello from Bradenton. Hi, Jennifer. Blake is in Missouri. Wondering about the cruise to the Bahamas. Don't worry, Blake. We'll get to that in just a moment. And we are officially back. Hello, hello. Back from break, guys. I hope you've hung in there well enough. Meteorologist Allie Blake in for Dennis tonight on Dennis Phillips Live. We're live on the spot. We're live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You name it, YouTube. We're here, we're chatting, and we're talking about a whole lot of stuff. And I'm going to get to the rest of the weather here. You got me double boxed with the drought monitor. Hello from Zephyr Hills. Hello, Lisa. Blake wanted to know about his cruise this weekend to the Bahamas. Now, Blake, I think it could be pretty wet on your trip. We still could see a lot of moisture in the area, not tropical, but I think you'll see some showers. At times, maybe some gustier winds. Hopefully, the boat's a big boat. I don't think you'll feel very much if so. Let's see what we got as we continue to move along and we talk about the weather here. Now, I mentioned that temperatures are still going to be pretty warm. I know everyone keeps saying, turn the heat down. I'm trying my best to turn the heat down. But we'll see temperatures in the low 90s. I mean, 94 potential for tomorrow. That's if the showers come later. I'm trying to push them up a little earlier so we can get them a little better. Hello, PJ from Lutz. My aunt lives in Lutz. Hello, Lutz. Hello to my aunt and my family. But you'll see the temperatures eventually will take a little bit of a dip. You know why they take that dip? Because we get more moisture, we get the better chance for showers and some storms, which we really could use. I will take as much rain as we can get. And I know people have been wondering about the dust about the tropics. We are officially 1 week away from the start of the Atlantic hurricane season. Can you believe it? I feel like the first half of the year has just absolutely flown. And hopefully the rest of the year just flies by and we don't see anything to watch for. That's what we hopefully will continue to see. Of course, we have no expected development over the next 7 days, which is good from the Hurricane Center. So at least we won't start off the season early. At least I hope so. And the dust situation is we have a lot of plumes of African dust coming off the coast. So the good thing about that is we're taking a little bit of a break, at least from tropics. I think we'll start off the season quiet. But, you know, we're in a strong El Nino pattern. At least that's what they're continuing to predict. So, again, no, it takes one storm to be bad, but predicting a less than normal season, which you take that as a grain of salt of whatever you want with that. Let's see what we got here. Hello. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate it. Blake, I hope I answered your question about your cruise in the Bahamas, which is good. Yes, we could see some showers in the Gulf and also into the Bahamas area in the Atlantic, but I don't think it will be too bad out there. And because we're also a week away from the Atlantic hurricane season, I got a list of the names right here. You can see we go from Arthur, Bertha, Cristobal, Edward, Faye, Dolly, all kinds of names. And Leah, I know my best friend Leah just joined a minute ago. That's one of the storms that we could see. Hopefully we don't. And I hope that even if you have a name on here, that none of these names get retired because it's a quiet season and none of them have any bad impacts on anyone. Fun fact, they only retire storms if they are bad enough. And I hope we don't have to retire any storms again. The Sahara dust is acting up. Yes, it is, but in a good way. That's what we want to see. Hello, Juan from Citrus Park. Dennis is Dennis and Allie is Allie. Yes, I hope I'm me and not Dennis, and Dennis is, you know, himself. Hello in the Manatee area. Hello, Miss Jane. Welcome, guys. Yes, I hope there's some periods of no rain too for your cruise. We are starting to move over to rainy season, so we will start to see more rain here in the Tampa Bay area. And we're already starting to get that taste here. I'm going to go the full 7-day forecast full before we go into the next break because we do have one more break here. And you can see right here. And there's the 7-day forecast. It plays the music. Is the rain coming back this evening around 10 p.m.? Juan, it depends on where you are located. Did you say you were in Citrus Park? I think maybe you could see an isolated sprinkle around 10 o'clock. But I do think a lot of that rain is starting to wrap up and go away. So at least you'll start to go back. But yes, here's that 7-day forecast. Low 90s for the next 2 days. Then we get the pattern flip onshore flow Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So temperatures are going to fall a little bit. And then over the weekend, more cloud cover, more rain, on and off showers in the afternoon. Your mornings will be dry. It'll be hot and humid. Let's see what we got. Yes, Alicia said, good evening, everyone. Charlotte says, I hope the M name skips us. Excuse me. Those M names, we think of Milton, and Milton was a beast. So hopefully we don't have any M name storms near us this year. I am going to go ahead and go to the last break of the evening. And then we're just going to chat a little bit more about what's going on and all sorts of stuff. So I am going to go to the next break right now. All right, friends on social media, I am still here. I am going to try to do something real quick. It might be a little longer than the break, and if it is, then I won't end up having to do it, but I'm going to try real quick. I'm going to still answer some of your questions if I got any here. Hello, hello. See if I can input this here. PJ's been waiting for rain in Lutz. PJ, I think if you have seen the rain, unfortunately, that might be your best chance you get tonight, which if you didn't get any, it might be tough. Local stations are talking about a lot of rain towards the weekend. Correct, there is a lot of rain chances as we get closer to the weekend out there, friend. And I do think we could get some rain. I know a lot of people have not always gotten their rain, so hopefully we can give us their chance. Let me put this in here. And then we can talk a little bit more. Let me just adjust these graphics. Let's see how much time we got on here. I feel like I'm like racing the clock, 17 seconds. All right, let's see if we can beat the clock. I probably won't. We'll probably start back in just a second. Let's see. Boom. I think we got it just in time. Hello, everybody. We are back. Meteorologist Allie Blake here in for Dennis tonight on DPL. And we've had a whole lot of fun here. And I hope you guys have had fun with me hanging out with you guys. We got another 5 minutes left here on the Spot 66 and on social media as well, because I'm sure you guys have heard my stomach growling. I need to eat some dinner soon. I'm going to tell you a funny story that actually tonight my building was supposed to have a taco truck. My friend was going to bring me some of the tacos from the taco truck, and apparently it didn't come, which is a big bummer for myself. So I've had to pivot, and I still haven't decided what I wanted to get yet, but that's okay. Did I ever report? Someone wanted to know if I reported when I was in Maryland on the Eastern Shore. I did. Let's see what we got here. Hello. Yes, rain's still in the forecast, but I'm going to get to my next little thing that I want to show you guys, and I might bring it full screen. Let's see, let's double box with me so you guys can see it wide. So I told you I went to Venice, and I saw some sharks. I found some shark's teeth. I found 4 of them. And I want to know on here if any of you guys can tell me what kind of teeth these from or from what kind of sharks. Anna Maria asked me if I got any new shells. Not shells, just teeth this time. I actually was told that I have too much shells and I need to cut back. So I've been trying to cut back in the shell department. Even though for me there's no such thing as too many shells. I'm gonna make this go full so you guys can see the teeth if you maybe know. Reminds me of Finding Nemo, shark bait, hoo ha ha. I love Finding Nemo. Fun fact, I saw Finding Nemo 4 times in theaters. It came out when I was a kid. Hopefully I didn't just show my age or anyone else's age on here. You can see the shark. Let me know if you know maybe what kind they are. If not, that's okay. I'm getting a good shower here in Palm Harbor. Good to hear that, Nita. That's really great that you finally are getting some of that rain. Oh, excuse me. Woo! Someone says that's from Big Bertha. These are little teeth. They were little. They were like this big, if anything. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Baby shark teeth. I mean, they were little, so maybe they were from a baby shark. That's why you don't get in the water. You used to get them in Ocean City, too. Wait, that's cool. See, in Ocean City, I never looked. They didn't really have any shells when I was there, so that always bummed me. Someone said to sing the Baby Shark song. I'm not going to sing the Baby Shark song. I'd love to sing, but not tonight. That'll be a copyright infringement. I'm just kidding. Taco truck should be on a Tuesday. We can send you some Uber Eats. That's nice of you, Julie. I know, Taco Tuesday, but maybe that's why they forgot to show up at my building today, because it's Monday and not Tuesday. It's also a holiday, so that's probably what happened too. But so when I was at the beach, there was a guy that had this giant megalodon tooth. We have about 2 minutes left, so I'm going to try to make this a quick little story. And he told me that he got them right after Hurricane Milton. They were like this big. They were huge. They were megalodon teeth, and he said he found them right after Milton. And he showed me he had a whole little thing of mini teeth. He said most of them here are from lemon sharks or thrasher sharks, bull sharks. So that's what I'm kind of thinking that they might be from. Maybe. I'm not a shark expert, but I do love Shark Week. And that's always something I'm excited for. But, you know, it's okay. If none of you guys know, I can always go bring it to a shark expert, or maybe go find a shark expert, or use the internet as a shark expert too. But again, we have about a minute left of DPL featuring Allie Blake. I hope you guys all have been having fun. We've talked a little bit about the weather. I hope you guys got some rain. If you didn't get the rain, I promise you, later this week, you definitely will. We'll finally get to see some of those showers. And we really need it. I mean, our drought has been bad. We've seen some improvements. We are transitioning to rainy season, though. Around June 1st is the start of traditional rainy season, so we're getting right there around the corner. And later this week, I'll be back to seeing you guys at the noon, the 3, and the 4, if you guys want to see me there, too. Hello, Daniel. Missing me in Kentucky. I miss you guys in Kentucky, too, but I love my Florida people. We're here to celebrate any sort of time. I know more people I wish would join my live, too, but we're getting there. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everyone's here, or on cable. TikTok Live, we're still a work in progress, you know? But that's okay, especially during hurricane season. We're gonna do more lives and talk a little bit more. Tarpon Springs is getting hammered by some rain now. Happy to finally get some rain out in Tarpon Springs. We are about 15 seconds away, so I want to thank you guys for coming again and joining me here for Dennis Phillips Live. Meteorologist Allie Blake filling in. I hope I did okay. If not, well, you can always tell Dennis tomorrow, or just tell Dennis I did a great job and you love having me in and I should be back more. Have a great night, guys, and happy Memorial Day weekend, or just we're honoring our Memorial Day weekend.